EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, report.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Right back to Mitchell here. And he spins past him and into space. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Sloan. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here from 28 yards out. And his kick is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Across midfield. He's on his way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit. but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Go ahead. You.
Give running right is Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at the Steeler defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 9. They go play action with Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sloan. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll run on 1st down. Blackwell. A little juke.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw is Jackson. Finding Walker, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Ready up. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Inside give to Elliott. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
In motion comes the tight end left. 2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time.
And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Looking to throw. Sloan. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
65. Let's go now. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Sloan. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
19 line. Come on. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Looking to throw. Sloan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 32 yards. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to... And he works free. Taking it right down Broadway. He may go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
10th carry now for Elliott. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And we will not have a return. This to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A handoff from Mitchell running left. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 173 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. Down at the 25. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
60 Maverick. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Elliott running right. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Sloan out to his left. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 24 yards. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell to about the 40-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Trying the right side with Mitchell. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. A give here to Mitchell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's got Elliott, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Come on, set.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Middle. Next one.
Another run with Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on. Hey, middle.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now the try here for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.